Hey everybody, Tammy Trayer, Mountain Woman Journals. Hope you guys are doing good today. We have a somewhat bright, sunnyish day here in northern Idaho, and I am at a bit of a loss. I am out of laundry detergent, so I figured I would take this opportunity to show you how to make some. It's really easy and a little bit different scenery today. We're not out in the wilderness, we're in my kitchen. So welcome. We do everything back here in the wilderness pretty much ourselves, by choice, and we enjoy it. We make our laundry soap, we make our dish soap, our hand soap, stuff from the shower. I make my own shampoo, and we make our own deodorant. And then you hit the kitchen and we make everything from our condiments to our meals, snacks, desserts, power bars, and pretty much everything. Mountain Boy is on a gluten-free and casein-free diet, so that's one of the reasons that we started making everything from scratch, because there's so many additives and hidden additives that he was pretty much being poisoned by the foods from the market stores, you know. So that was one of the reasons. But in addition to that, you know, your deodorant has claims of containing ingredients that are cancer-causing, but they're still on the shelves. So we really take pride in living the lifestyle that we do, and we do it to save money as well as to be healthier. When we go out, if we have to eat out ever, we can be pretty much sure we're going to be sick for at least 2 or 3 days, just because our systems aren't used to preservatives anymore. So we know we're doing things right, and I wanted to bring you into the kitchen today and show you how to save some money. It's really simple. I use Castile soap just as my base starter for my soap, Arm & Hammer super washing soda, and your borax. Now, the washing soda is $3.29, and the borax I believe was $5. And that I bought at, I didn't even buy that at a discounted store. I bought that on a splurge and needed to get it, so I can get that even cheaper. But when I make my soap, all I need is a cup of the washing soda and a half a cup of the borax and a bar of soap, and I can get a 5-gallon bucket full of laundry soap that will last me months. I get 160 loads out of that, and really saves the pennies. Another tip I'd like to share with you today, and thank you, Jackie. I learned this week. It was something I didn't know. With my husband being a blacksmith, he is out in the smithy, and he comes in and you can't tell what color his pants are. They are this grunge color, and then I wash them and they come out and they hang on the wash line and they look pretty much the same way. So Jackie shared this little tidbit of information that when you have really filthy clothes like that, full of grease, a good way to get that grime out of your clothing is to add a little bit of ammonia to your wash load. So I'm going to start trying that, but I thought I would pass that along and thank Jackie for that tidbit of information, because there's nothing worse than hanging clean clothing on the line and they still look dirty. So I'm going to start the process here. I may shut you off periodically just so that you're not sitting here watching me grating soap. I'm going to point out a little bit in my kitchen here. As you can see, we have Tyvek on some of the walls that you can see possibly, and plastic and insulation. The reason for that is because I'm not sure if everybody knows our story, but we lived in a canvas wall tent for 8.5 months when we first arrived here in Idaho to the property we purchased sight unseen. And we feverishly worked and built our home and got in, and now we are progressively working on the interior. Our main goal was to get out of the elements, and let me just tell you this. Living in the wall tent for 8.5 months was the absolute best experience of my life, and I would do it again in an absolute heartbeat. Talk about getting back to your roots and simple living. It was just fantastic. Really enjoyed it, and honestly I would encourage everybody to try it once in their life. It's not for everybody, I know that, but it certainly puts a different perspective on your life, and not that we weren't conservative and frugal to begin with and loving our lives, but it really was an awesome experience, and I encourage everybody to do it. But back to the soap. On the walls you will see all of my traditional tools. We live off grid, so we have solar power, which does not mean that we don't have power. We just have sun power. When it's a gray day, we just have to be more conservative. We choose to be conservative all the time. I don't have a microwave any longer. I don't have any power or electrical appliances in my kitchen. They're all hand tools. They're all traditional, and I absolutely love using them. So what I'm going to do is grab one of my graters off the wall here, and that's what I do. Sometimes they need washed. They get a little dusty because they go between uses for a little while there, but all you need is a grater, your bar of soap, and what you do is you grate down this bar of soap and get that ready to put on the stove. You add a little bit of water once you have this grated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate this up. I got all the other ingredients ready, but I didn't have enough of the Castile soaps that I wanted to grate this. So I'm going to step out of the scene here for a few minutes and get this taken care of, and I will be right back.
Battery stop?
I don't know. Try that again. My camera cut off on me. The mountain man's really used to doing the videos. I'm new to this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But I oftentimes use the Trayer Wilderness, which we use in our goat's milk soap. It is a scent that we smelled while we were out in the tent, while we were living amongst the trees, basically. I mean, that's what we went to bed smelling, and that's what we woke up smelling, and it's just an awesome scent. And it's a good scent for both men and women. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. Now that it's ground down, I'm going to bring you over here to my stove and just show you what it looks like. So bear with me here with the movement and such. But I'm going to rinse the grater off in my soap so I don't waste any of the soap that's on the grater. I'm going to get some water in there. You can see that it's finely ground, because what we're going to do is just put water enough that it covers it and then melt it down, and then we're going to add that to the 5-gallon bucket. And I'm going to put this back over here and just tell you a little bit more here. And again, bear with me with the camera. What we will do is melt that down and then add that to the 5-gallon bucket. We are going to add the borax and the washing soda and add enough water to fill the bucket, and then as well as my fragrance, and stir it up good. What you need to know is I do actually have a front load washing machine out here in the wilderness. I can only use it on sunny days. I can't use it when the generator is charging the batteries, because the power waves or wavelengths that are coming off of the generator and what the washing machine needs are two different sources. So it doesn't power consistently for me when we are charging the batteries with the generator. So it has to be a good sunny day, and this soap and detergent will work in your HE and front loading washing machine. So I really do like using it. I get a lot of use out of the small amount of materials I need to use. So I am going to turn you off again while I melt this down, and then I will come back and show you the finished product. So I will be back shortly. The ingredients are real simple. Again, it's just a bar of Castile soap, a cup of washing soda, and a half a cup of borax. And then you just melt your grated soap with a little bit of water in a saucepan, dump it in a 5-gallon bucket, add the rest of your ingredients and enough warm water to fill your bucket up to about 3/4 of the way full, and just stir it up and you're good to go. And again, that should give you about 160 wash loads there, and save you a lot of money. So hope you got something out of this today. Hopefully you'll give this a try. It's just so much cheaper to do it this way, and it's nice and convenient. And again, the ingredients that you do need last a long time, so you can keep those handy and just make it as you need it. My wash is washing now, and I've got to get back to work. So you folks have a great day, and hope to have a bunch of other videos upcoming. Just learned how to knit yesterday, so look forward to sharing that with you also. My goal is to knit us nice thick wool socks. So you guys take care, and God bless.